in the Test match when they came and played here. But T20 eyes, and just interesting to hear from Faisal earlier his thoughts on that famous victory that Ireland had over Pakistan in the World Cup. Good running between the wickets, good quick single taken. And I think if you zoom out, if you're a Pakistan supporter and you zoom out on that loss, it doesn't seem probably as devastating as it did at the time because of how Ireland have come on since then, and they're part of that history, which in some ways can be something they can be proud of, because they were the first ones who Ireland turned over at the beginning of that journey. So I think the zoom out is really interesting from a Pakistan point of view, because of what Ireland have done since.
Yeah, there is such a great... It's not just at the senior level, it's certainly within the Irish club game, the domestic scene too. But Ireland have started brightly, and that doesn't surprise me at all. I thought in phases in the UAE, was there in that Afghanistan tour, they were outstanding, and they're really starting to show their potential under that change of captaincy in the white ball stuff under Paul Stirling. He seems to really have galvanised Ireland.
Yeah, and Andrew Balbirnie was a brilliant captain of this team in all formats for a long time, but that takes its toll on your own performance, and sometimes a change is as good as anything. So for both of them, I think it's actually better. A good lift there for Craig Young, but for Andrew Balbirnie, having that freedom now, not having to do all of the extras that a captain of a cricket team in particular has to do. So one thing that's very clearly different between the two teams, Ireland's such a settled team, Pakistan still looking to try and figure out what their best team is. So maybe that's something that's in Ireland's favour, is that the players feel a little bit more comfortable and assured in their spots.
Short ball this time, helped around the corner, and it's going to be helped away very nicely. Won't quite go all the way, but it will be 4 more. 2 boundaries in the over from Young, gets us to the end of the 7th. It's 48 for 1.
टेलीनॉर से मिले इतना सब कुछ तो बस तुम रहो अपनी मस्ती में टेलीनॉर हो तो
So the run rate just under 7 per over. Pakistan will want a lot more than the 140 that would get them to. You would imagine up north of 160, even though it's still early in the summer here, and the summer has arrived really. It's a sold-out crowd. It's a fantastic Friday, and it's a bit of a festival feel. Great atmosphere building up, Izzy.
Yeah, leading into the weekend. Good sunny weekend in Dublin. What could be better? Ben White's going to come on now, bowling from the end with its longer straight, very short straight from the other end, so no surprise to see him coming on this end. Immediately on the attack from side, just has the legs to get there in the deep. Didn't get all
लाठीचार्ज करने की शुरुआत कर चुके हैं, धुलाई करना शुरू कर चुके हैं भाई साहब बाबर आजम भी। समीना अनवर हमारे साथ जुड़ चुकी हैं और इसी के साथ ही एनमी का अड्डा हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं। रफीक 144 हमारे साथ हैं, पापा शाप हमारे साथ हैं, साहब हमारे साथ है सॉरी, और इसी के साथ ही MRK हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं। तो सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। ओवर की अगली गेंद करेंगे बिन वाइट, आगे डाली हुई गेंद थी और इस गेंद को बैक फुट पर जाते हुए लेग साइड की तरफ खेला, 1 रन बनाने का मौका मिला और इस 1 रन के साथ ही स्ट्राइक रोटेट होता हुआ सैम अयूब के पास आ चुका है। पहली 5 गेंदों पर 11 रन मिल चुके हैं, 1 गेंद अभी भी बाकी है। तो क्या लगता है दोस्तों आखिरी गेंद पर क्या बनने वाला है, कितने रन बन पाएंगे इस आखिरी गेंद पर? ओवर की अगली गेंद करेंगे सैम अयूब के लिए, बिन वाइट अंपायर को क्रॉस किया, गेंद की कदमों का इस्तेमाल करते हुए ऑफ साइड की तरफ खेल दिया। गेंद एक थप्पा खाने के बाद डीप कवर के एरिया से जाती हुई बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर 4 रन के लिए सैम अयूब के बैट से आता हुआ एक और बहुत ही शानदार चौका। और इस चौके के साथ ही पाकिस्तान की टीम 91 पर पहुंच चुकी है, सैम अयूब 45 रन पर पहुंच चुके हैं और सैम अयूब के साथ ही दोस्तों बाबर आजम जो है वो 34 गेंदों पर 43 रन कर चुके हैं, अभी भी क्रीज पर मौजूद है। लगता है कि यार पाकिस्तान की टीम थोड़ा बढ़िया स्कोर करने में कामयाब हो सकती है भाई साहब। बढ़िया स्कोर करने में कामयाब हो सकती है भाई साहब। स्कोर करने में कामयाब हो सकती है। शानदार ओवर था, पिछले ओवर में 15 रन आए और इसी के साथ ही दोस्तों 12वें ओवर की शुरुआत हो चुकी है। 12वें ओवर की पहली गेंद को करने में कामयाब हो गई। शानदार ओवर था, पिछले ओवर में 15 रन बाबर आजम ने और इसी के साथ ही दोस्तों 12वें ओवर की शुरुआत हो चुकी है। 12वें ओवर की पहली गेंद को करने में कामयाब हो गई। शानदार ओवर था, पिछले ओवर में 15 रन बाबर आजम ने और इसी के साथ ही दोस्तों 12वें ओवर की करने में कामयाब हो गई। शानदार ओवर था, पिछले ओवर में 15 रन बाबर आजम ने और इसी के साथ पकड़ लिया गया है। और इसी के साथ ही दोस्तों सैम अयूब 45 रन बनाने के बाद 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 रन बनाने के बाद
improve. So that was something that I feel like Ireland could have done sooner with Ben White, but he's getting the opportunity now.
I tell you, this is skillful bowling. He started very straight as a man, dot, dot, then he goes wider, builds up a third dot. All of a sudden, I know it's only 3 balls, but T20 cricket is quick and the pressure builds on Pakistan's number 4. Well, an excellent over. It's 4 dots that follow up the wicket. Just 1 comes from it. Ireland fight back into the contest. 92 for 2.
Come on, contest it.
पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करें
Improve. So that was something that I feel like Ireland could have done sooner with Ben White, but he's getting the opportunity now.
Paul Sterling had a decision to make. Ben White has been treated as a man, a little bit harshly. Then he goes wide, going to go back to his utility option. Curtis Camfrey was actually used in the first power play in that first 6 overs. Into the second power play here now. Camfrey has that protection and he'll bowl his 3rd over. Well, an leading edge towards the left of Craig Young, who's not going to be able to get there. Ireland fight back into the contest. 92 for 2. Skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately. Those leading edges, it's all about Ireland not having the luck on that occasion.
Just going to be a single, all 3 men.
पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करें
All 4 fielders in the leg side in the deep. Harry Tector, even the captain Paul Sterling.
So that was something that I feel like Ireland could have done sooner with Ben White, but he's getting the opportunity now.
To go to any of their all-rounders at any point. What's your feelings been on that?
Well, I think it's
Paul Sterling had a decision to make. Ben White has been treated as a man, a little bit harshly. Then he goes wide, going to go back to his utility option. Curtis Camfrey was actually used in the first power play in that first 6 overs. Into the second power play here now. Camfrey has that protection and he'll bowl his 3rd over. Well, an leading edge towards the left of Craig Young, who's not going to be able to get there. Ireland fight back into the contest. 92 for 2. Skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately. Those leading edges, it's all about Ireland not having the luck on that occasion.
Quickly, not quite. They're going to dash back for a second. It'll get Azam to 3 men. Just about 1 shy of 50. Starting to accelerate. Good fielding in the deep, but good running too, as Pakistan's captain is sprawled across the Clontarf turf.
Well, he turned there
4 fielders in the
and then realised Harry Tector is very good at diving and getting straight to his feet. So he put the afterburners on and realised could have done sooner with Ben White here, but he's getting the opportunity about having to do that.
Their all-rounders at any point. What's your feelings?
He's taking a rest. Well, I think it's
Paul Sterling had a decision to make. Ben White has been treated as a man, a little bit harshly. Then he goes wide, going to go back to his utility option. Curtis Camfrey was actually used in the first power play in that first 6 overs. Into the second power play here now. Camfrey has that protection and he'll bowl his 3rd over. For a 4th. Sterling doesn't need to use him for a 4th. White's already bowled 2. Well, an leading edge towards the left of Craig Young, who's not going to be able to get there. Ireland fight back into the contest. 92 for 2. Skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately.
Contest 92 for 2. Skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately.
Contest to the leg
92
side, but
for
it
two.
skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately.
Contest to the leg
92
side, but
for
it
two.
skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately.
Contest to the leg
92
side, but
for
it
two.
skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately.
Contest to the leg
92
side, but
for
it
two.
skewed out to the off. Nearly a chance.
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the fielders, unfortunately.
Yeah, my
Contest
friend,
to the
first
leg
leg
side,
side,
but
but
it
it
was
occasion for skewed Irish out cricket, to the the first off.
T20I series between these
Nearly
two
a
sides.
chance.
Yeah, it is. And
And that bat is absolutely nowhere near any of the
I
fielders,
think it
unfortunately.
started
Yeah, my friend,
Contest to the
first
leg
leg
side,
side,
but
but
it
it
was
occasion
for
for
Irish
Irish
cricket,
to
the
the
first
off.
T20I series between
Nearly
these
a
two
chance.
sides. Bowling first, I felt
Yeah, it is.
he felt, and
And
that
that
some of
bat
his
is
seamers could
absolutely
get
nowhere
one or
near
two out
any of
early.
the
They bowled
fielders,
well, started at the
unfortunately.
top.
Yeah, my
Contest
friend,
to
first
the
leg
leg
side,
side,
but
but
it
it was
occasion for
Irish
Irish
cricket,
to
the
the
first
off.
T20I series between
Nearly
these
a
two
chance.
sides. Bowling. But since then, got to say that Pakistan are going to be looking at a 180, 190
felt
total
it is.
here. They're going to have to
And
go.
that
Some
bat
of his
is
seamers could
absolutely
get
nowhere
one or
near
two out
any of
early.
the
They bowled
fielders,
well, started at the
unfortunately.
top.
Yeah, my
Contest
friend,
to
first
the
leg
leg
side,
side,
but
but
it
it was
occasion for
Irish
Irish
cricket,
to
the
the
first
off.
T20I series
Nearly
between
a
these two
chance.
sides. Bowling. Capable of taking wickets, but he can be expensive. Got to say that
Can look at, he's a young wrist spinner. He's
Pakistan
still
are going to be
learning.
looking at a
I
180.
really like the way he's gone off
They're
recently.
going to have to go.
And
Some
that
of his
bat
I think
is
he's learning
absolutely
every
nowhere
single
near
game
any
he
of the
plays.
fielders,
There's long
unfortunately.
periods in Kathmandu.
Yeah,
My
my
friend,
first
first
leg
leg
side,
side,
but
but
it
it
was
occasion for
Irish
Irish
cricket,
to
the
the
first
off.
T20I series
Big
between
win
these
for
two
Ireland
sides.
against it.
Bowling.
Star-studded
Capable of
Afghanistan
taking
lineup
wicket,
at
but he can
first
be expensive.
T20I.
Got to say that
Sheridan, look, that was his he's a first young player of the match wrist award. spinner.
Pakistan are going to be looking at a
I
180.
really like the way he's gone off.
Yeah,
He's almost learning on the
They're
job,
gonna have
isn't
to
he?
go.
I think he's learning to keep it out when he plays. There's long periods in the left-handed
First
Irish cricket, the player of the match in that
series
big win for Ireland
against
against it. Star-studded
Capable of
Afghanistan. And I love the way that Paul Sterling's shown confidence in him and being happy to go back to him.
Yeah, and you've got to, as a captain, you wicket, but he can be expensive. Got to say that
Sheridan, look, that was his first player of the match award.
Pakistan
Still
are going to be
learning.
looking at a 1.
Like the way he's gone off.
Yeah,
He's almost learning on the
They're
job,
gonna have
isn't
to
he?
go.
I think he's learning to keep it out when he plays. There's long periods in the left-handed Irish cricket, the player of the match in that big win for Ireland against it. Star-studded Afghanistan.
6 overs remaining. Ireland go back to some of their primary, their frontline options. The three seamers, well, Wilco, I have to say, quite exceptional in that historic Test match victory against Afghanistan. Craig Young, Barry McCarthy, Mark.
And I love the way that Paul Sterling's shown confidence in him, being happy to go back to him.
Yeah, and you've got to, as a captain, you.
Well, I think these are the bowlers, these are the cricketers who, for Ireland, believe
Lineup,
but he can be
first
expensive.
T20I.
Sheridan,
Look, that was his first player of the match award.
Pakistan
Still
are going to be
learning.
looking at a 1.
Like the way he's gone off.
Yeah,
He's almost learning on the job, isn't he? I think he's learning to keep it out when he plays. There's long periods in the left-handed Irish cricket, the player of the match in that big win for Ireland against it. Star-studded Afghanistan.
6 overs remaining. Bob Raz and Ireland go back, swings round, 2 men back there. What a great effort that was. Barry McCarthy it is again. The ball just follows him. Big Barry McCarthy. Quite exceptional. He'll feel that's almost a chance put down, but for me, I think it's 5 runs saved, isn't it?
And I love the way that Paul Sterling's shown confidence in him, being happy to go back to him.
McCarthy here. He's a judge this
Yeah,
so
and you've got
brilliantly.
to, as a
Gets
captain,
into
you.
the air and releases in time. And right in front of the packed home crowd gets a big ovation to outstanding work.
Lineup,
but he can be expensive.
Sheridan, look, that was his first player of the match award. Still
They're
learning.
looking at a 1.
I love the way he's gone off. He's almost learning on the job, isn't he? I think he's happy to keep it out when he plays. There's long periods in the left-handed Irish cricket, the player of the match in that big win for Ireland against
Got to
it.
show confidence.
Star-studded Afghanistan.
Slow bowler like Mendy, but he can be expensive.
Back swings round, 2 men back there. What a great effort that was. Brave and what you did. Harry McCarthy, if he's again, the hook just follows him too big. Harry McCarthy, quite exceptional. He'll feel that's almost a chance put down, but for me, I think it's 5 runs saved, isn't it?
And I love the way that Paul Sterling showed confidence in it, being happy to go back to it.
Just follows him too big. Harry McCarthy, quite exceptional. He'll feel that's almost a chance put down, but for me, I think it's 5 runs saved, isn't it?
And I love the way that Paul Sterling showed confidence in it, being happy to go back to it.
Just follows him too big.
Or in a way, it's a different format now, yes, but a big role for the 3 to play at the death. And I love the way that Paul Sterling showed confidence in it, being happy to go back to it. Or in a way, it's a different format now, yes, but a big role for the 3 to play at the death. And I love the way that Paul Sterling showed confidence in it, being happy to go back to it.
They've sustained Ireland Irish cricket for a number of years.
Or in a way, it's a different format now, yes, but a big role for the 3 to play at the death. And I love the
of not just taking the ball but then releasing it quickly before your natural impact to the body makes any contact. So 5 runs saved, exceptional. Now up in the air it goes. Should be gone. Mark Adair takes the catch. He was always underneath it, steadied himself, and that's the end of Pakistan's captain. Well, the scorecard is going to read: Babar Azam bowled Craig Young, caught Mark Adair. This wicket for me, it belongs to Barry McCarthy. Without that boundary save, the wicket chance wouldn't have happened. Mark Adair is never dropping that. He's Ireland's safest pair of hands in
He's
the
fine.
entire team, and it's
It's
a
just the
massive
one.
breakthrough. Babar Azam, it is
You don't
the
have to
one
look at
go
that again.
for 57.
It's actually a clinic, isn't it, in terms of the
116
technique of
for
not
3.
just taking the ball but then releasing it quickly before your natural impact to the body makes any contact. So 5 runs saved, exceptional.
Now up in the air it goes. Should be gone. Mark Adair takes the catch. He was always underneath it, steadied himself, and that's the end of Pakistan's captain.
Well, the scorecard is going to read: Babar Azam bowled Craig Young, caught Mark Adair. This wicket for me, it belongs to Barry McCarthy. Without that boundary save, the wicket chance wouldn't have happened. Mark Adair is never dropping that. He's Ireland's safest pair of hands.
Seen him put away some of the best bowlers in the world in the PSL to all parts of Rawalpindi. And I love watching him bat.
In the entire team, and it's a massive breakthrough. Babar Azam, it is the one to go for 57. Pakistan now 116 for 3.
Just to 5th in one movement. Ooh, well bowled and well played. I don't mind seeing that. Well, Craig Young says to Azam, "Can't have a sniff of the white leather to welcome you in here to Ireland for the first time." Yeah, certainly this Irish side for me, it's just such a different beast under Paul Sterling. The way in which they've gone about their business, the
Ireland's bowlers
aggression within his captaincy,
have
the
done well
positivity
because
within
they've
it.
kept the Pakistan, this much vaunted
Putting it
Pakistan
right onto
batting in
the
check.
series opener.
Meanwhile, this is a man who can cause a serious amount of damage. Azam Khan
Gone, second ball,
I have seen
Azam
him
Khan.
put away some of the best
That is
bowlers
a
in the
big
world in the
blow for
PSL
Ireland.
to all parts of Rawalpindi.
Ben White takes the catch.
And I love
Never
watching him
took
bat.
his eyes off the ball, and that is
If he was a gearbox in a car, he goes from first to fifth in one
Well, what
movement.
an over for Ireland. It's all gone their way. An exceptional piece of fielding from McCarthy brought about the opportunity.
Ooh, well bowled
to
and
get
well
rid
played.
Of the big one.
I don't mind
The
seeing
big
that.
fish of Babar Azam,
Craig
and
said,
then
Young says to Azam,
freshened
"Can't have
him
a
up
sniff
with the short one.
the white leather
Not
to welcome
quite
you
so
in
short
here
the
to
second
Ireland
time.
for the
Like
first
Azam
time."
wasn't quite expecting
Yeah,
it
certainly
to
this
come on
Irish
in the manner
side
in
for
which
me,
it did, and
it's just
all he
such
could do
a
is pick out
different
Ben
beast
White
under
down at
Paul
deep
Sterling.
line. All of a sudden,
The way in
this
which they've
game
gone
has
about their
turned on its
business,
head. Ireland at
the
2 and
aggression
3
within
balls.
his
Azam Khan's
captaincy,
gone
the
for a second
positivity
ball up.
within
It's
it.
116 for 4.
I think they're putting it right up to Pakistan in the series opener.
Gone, second ball, Azam Khan. That is a big blow for Ireland. Ben White takes the catch, never took his eyes off the ball, and that is a big scalp who's come for a very short stay.
Well, what an over for Ireland. It's all gone their way. An exceptional piece of fielding from McCarthy brought about the opportunity to get rid of the big one, the big fish of Babar Azam, and then Young freshened him up with the short one, and then not quite as short the second time. It looked like Azam Khan wasn't quite expecting it to come on in the manner in which it did, and all he could do was pick out Ben White down at deep fine. All of a sudden, this game, it's turned on its head. Ireland have 2 and 3 balls. Azam Khan's gone for a second ball duck. It's